Guys, welcome to Rex Gaming. My name's Spectralrex, aka Carl to those who know me in the real world. So today we're going to talk about something that's a little bit of a touchy subject with some people, but we don't give a fuck on this channel, so we're going to talk about it anyway, and that's steroids. And when I say steroids, I don't mean steroid tablets, guys. I literally mean steroids that you inject into your body. And like I say, it can be quite a touchy subject. Some people, I know people that will take steroid tablets, but when you talk about injecting steroids, you're like, no, fuck that, I would never do that. That you know, you should never do that. That's disgusting. Excuse me, guys. Suffering from a little bit of a man cold, got a cough, snuffing my nose. You know the score, guys. So anyway, we're going to talk about injectable steroids. Like I say, I know people that will take steroid tablets, dianabol tablets, but won't inject themselves with dianabol. And to be honest, like I say, it's a little bit of a touchy subject. People don't like to talk about injecting steroids, and some people don't realise how common it actually is. You go into any gym and there'll always be steroid users in there. There's a lot of people on the internet that will quite openly talk about the steroids that they've been taking. They've been taking them for 30 odd years. You know, they're bodybuilders. They make a living off taking steroids and doing it on camera for social media, etc., etc. And they're making a fucking killing off it. And their argument is, that they do it for weightlifting competitions, which you can do. I know there's two different types of weightlifting competition. There's one where you get tested, there's one where you don't get tested. So there's two different types there. Bodybuilding, bodybuilders use steroids. It's, maybe a lot of people don't know about it. There's also a lot of people that do. And there's loads of different steroids that you guys can take, and I'm just going to cover in today's video about what I've been taking for the past couple of weeks and the effect that it's had on my body, and like I say, my workouts, etc., etc. I'm not going to keep you guys too long, but I wanted to make this video because there's a lot of things that people don't think about before they start taking steroids. Like a lot of people, they don't really think about the effect that it's going to have on your body. The long-term effects, and there is some short-term effects that it can have on your body as well, but we're going to cover that today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you leave a like, guys, if you do. If you're not subscribed, please do smash that subscribe button, and if there's stuff in this video that you guys don't really agree with, and because a lot of people can get sort of disgusted by videos like this, then I do apologize, but it's a video that needs to be made and we're going to fucking do it. So for the past couple of weeks, guys, I've been injecting myself with steroids. There's my syringe. 1 mil, 2 mil, 3 mil, 4 mil, 5 mil. Right. This is, there's two different types of needles. One you use to draw the steroids out of the tub. And what I'll show you the steroids quickly. I'm not going to go into too much detail about them. This shit is fucking potent. This is used by top bodybuilders. I shouldn't have started taking this, but I've started and it's been paid for, so I'm going to carry on taking it until the end, until it's finished, and that's getting fucked off. I'll never touch that stuff ever. Well, say ever again. Maybe in a couple of years' time, if I decide to really get into shape and really do something with my body, then that is something that I would think about taking. And it also, I'm accompanying it with testosterone. You guys can see it's just literally a little liquid. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about the method of how I get the steroids into my body. Obviously, you guys, it's injected. There's a lot of places all over your body that you can inject. You can do it into your bicep. You can do it into your pecs / chest if you haven't got pecs yet. Your arse cheek, and I've been doing it into my arse cheek. Now, if you guys go on the internet, if you're thinking about taking steroids, I'm not promoting steroids in any way, shape, or form. I'm not being paid to do this. I'm not sponsored by anyone to do this. But there's a lot of things on the internet that you can learn before you go into taking steroids. There's a lot of stuff you guys need to know. Please take that into account. Don't think because you see a big guy in the gym, he's on steroids, that you can start taking gear and it will make you look like him, because that's a load of fucking bullshit. Because unless you do it correctly and unless you do it the right way, there's so many elements that you need to take in. Your food, you need to be, protein, carbs, doing cardio, all that stuff needs to be taken into account, guys. But I'm just going to quickly touch upon what I've been doing. So this is the needle. Wrong set. That is the needle, guys, I use to draw the steroids out of their glass jar into my, look at the size of that fucking thing. I literally use that to draw the steroids out of here, out the top there, straight into my needle. And what I'm doing, guys, I'm taking 1 mil out of one jar, going to the other jar, and drawing another mil out. So I've got 2 mil of 2 separate steroids. Now, the reason I'm doing 2 separate steroids is I didn't know, but once I'd paid for this, as I was leaving the shop, this is Trent Ace, guys. As I'm leaving the shop with this, he shouts me over and he says, listen, don't take that stuff by itself. If you do, within 3 to 4 weeks, it will put you in a coma. That will shut your body down and put you into a coma. Have you got anything else that you can take with it? I'm like, yep, I've got some testosterone. Yep, take it with that. So I get home. I'm sort of, I'm a little bit 50-50, he sort of shook me up when he says it would shut my body down, but he also said if I take it with a different steroid at the same time, I will be perfectly fine. So I thought, do you know what, I'm going to take a course, I'm going to do a course of steroids, and I'm going to see the effects that it has on my body. So like I say, we've been drawing 1 mil of each into the syringe. So, as it stands, I've got 1 mil of one steroid, 1 mil of the other, making 2 mil in a syringe. Now, what I do is, guys, I take the big needle off and I swap it for the smaller needle. As you guys can see, little baby needle. It's fuck all. What you do is, guys, you choose the certain area that you want to inject to. I was doing it into my arse cheek. And what you do is, guys, when you're doing it into your arse cheek, you half your arse cheek this way, and you draw an imaginary line, and then you half it this way, and you draw an imaginary line. So what you've got is you've got a line down your arse cheek this way and a line down your arse cheek that way. You don't need to draw it on. You look like a twat. And what you do is, guys, you inject into the top left hand corner of the left arse cheek and the top right hand corner of the right arse cheek. You need to be very careful. When you choose the area to inject to, go on the internet, guys. If you guys aren't doing steroids with experienced steroid users, you're doing it by yourself. If you're gonna do it, you can't be. No one can stop you from doing it. You're all adults at the end of the day. But if you're going to choose to do it, research the area in which you choose to inject to. There's a lot of nerves knocking about in your body. Tendons that blood vessels that you can fucking hit when you're trying to inject. And there's a lot of things that can go wrong. So please do your research. Right, enough about that. So Monday I injected. We're going back 3 weeks now. Monday I injected 2 mils of the steroids into my left arse cheek. Now, what got me with the first injection was it was literally painless. I literally had the vision in my head that it was really, really going to hurt. What I did was I knelt down on the side like this. I took the weight off my left leg. I pinched the area of which I was going to inject to, and I slowly injected the steroid into my arse cheek. I know it doesn't sound like the ideal place to inject, but like I say, that what I noticed was there wasn't any pain there whatsoever. It was literally like a little pinch when the needle first goes in, and that's it. So once I injected the steroid into the body, I took the needle out, massaged the area in which I injected it, and it was just loosening up the area, getting the liquid chance to sort of spread through the muscle and make its way through all the muscles, and and letting it work its way around my body. So I didn't work out that day. Maybe I should have, but I chose not to work out that day. I thought, you know what, I'll give the liquid chance to work its way around my whole entire body. And what I noticed is when I went to bed that night, I had the steroid in my system. Wasn't feeling any pain. I felt a little bit of tingling in certain muscles for like 30 seconds or so, and then it just disappeared. It wasn't pain. It was like having pins and needles, but a really, really small pins and needles, if that makes sense. Just like a little tingling feeling. And what I noticed is when I went to bed on the Monday night after injecting myself, I was very restless. I was toss and turn. I ended up down the bottom end of the bed. I was literally dead restless. But what I also noticed was I started sweating profusely, really, really bad. I was literally, I just woke up. It wasn't hot in the room. It was quite mild. It was quite, it wasn't humid or nothing like that. It was quite mild. Window was open, and I was literally sweating me fucking tits off. I thought, it's not a fucking good sign. But I put it down to the fact that I just put a foreign object into my body that I'd never ever used before. I thought, I'll keep, I won't take much notice of it. I get up in the morning, first thing I do is I have my protein shake, and have my breakfast, I go out to work, I come back, and what I notice is on the way back from work, I'm fucking dripping with sweat again. But you know what, this is, can I really handle this all the time? I thought, you know what, I'll be fine. So I do my workout, and the first thing I notice in my workout is I feel strong. I feel, obviously, your mind can play tricks on you. So if you constantly thinking, I've got steroids in my system, I've got steroids in my system, you're going to go into the gym and you're going to think, you know what, I feel fucking strong. And it's what they call placebo effect. It's, if somebody says to you, these paracetamol here are the fucking dog's bollocks, they'll make you feel on top of the world, and they constantly tell it you all the time. As soon as you take that paracetamol, you're going to remember what's been fed into your mind, and you're going to feel the same way, even though it's not really happening. You get what I mean, don't you? And that's the sort of effect that it can have on you. If you constantly think about, I've got steroids in my system, I'm going to be a fucking monster, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to throw weights about. You're literally going to go to the gym and you're going to feel like you are throwing the weights about. Even though you might not be, you might be struggling a little bit, but you don't really take note of that. You're just thinking, yes, I'm fucking lifting it. But what I noticed is when I did my workout, I felt strong. After I finished my workout, I did chest and arms. I literally noticed my chest felt really fucking tight. Not as in restricting my breathing, but the muscle in my chest, it felt really, really tight. I had loads of veins that were all fucking popping out my chest. All my traps, they were literally on fire. My biceps, my triceps, my forearms, they all felt really, really tight. And that's obviously because I'd just done a workout. So I stretched off, I had my dinner, had some more protein, I got showered and stuff like that. And even though like 4 or 5 hours later, my muscles were still really, really tight. And even today they feel really, really tight. And usually they, after you finish your workout about an hour later, you sort of deflate. If you guys know what I mean, you'll deflate and you don't feel like you did just after you finished. Obviously your muscles are starting to relax. But what I noticed when I've been taking the steroids is they don't feel like they're relaxing. They still feel rock fucking solid, which I don't know if that's a bad thing, but at the time it feels really, really good because you think, yes, they're really, really tight. Next time I do a workout, they're going to get even tighter, which means they're going to get even bigger. And to be honest, my arm, like I said, they even feel tight today. And my last injection was like 4 days ago. But I've been working out the whole time. And so that was Monday. Tuesday, I notice I'm still sweating. I do my workout, and like I say, I've gone up 20 kilograms on every exercise because I'm feeling that much stronger. So I take it up 10. No, this doesn't feel right. Maybe I can push another 10. So I'm up 20, and I'm at that time I'm still working chest. I've got it in my mind that I need to do my chest. I need to do from here up, and sort of not taking note of my legs or my abs or anything like that. I'm just sort of taking note on this whole area here. I want to get big. I need to get big, and that was stuck in my mind. So, like I say, Tuesday I do my workout. I go up 20 key on everything, the bench, the fucking lat pull down, chest press, all that. I go up 20 key, and I'm after I finish my session, like I say, I'm feeling I'm like, oh my god, I feel really, really good. And then what I notice is I start feeling really fatigued about 3 hours after. Like I say, I hit my dinner again, plenty of protein throughout the day, and I start feeling fatigued, and I start feeling, maybe this is not the good idea. I've never sort of felt this fatigued before. You feel tired after days of working out, but you put it down to the workout and you just push. You push through it. You have a day of rest, and then you crack straight back on. But what I was feeling really fatigued. And I thought, you know what? I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to be beaten by fatigue. So Tuesday, I go to bed, and I'm sweating more and more and more by each day. It's literally constant all the time. I get out the shower, I get changed, I walk down the stairs, I have a fag, I have a brew, I start to sweat. I've not done nothing. I've walked down the stairs, I've picked up a cup of tea, I've lit a cigarette, and I'm sweating. It's like, well, what the fuck's going on? And you put it down to the fact that you're injecting yourself with something that your body's never ever had before, and they are quite potent steroids. So then what I do is, guys, Wednesday I go to work, I get back, I notice I'm sweating still. I do my workout, I'm still at the same weight from Tuesday, and it's feeling really, really comfortable. I'm pulling weights up, I'm fucking pulling weights down, I'm pushing weights out, and I'm feeling really, really comfortable. And then I start to notice that my arms are still really, really fucking tight. Now, you guys won't notice on camera, I always look the same on camera, but my chest has grown, my traps have grown, my shoulders have grown, and my biceps, my triceps, they definitely feel like they're growing. Also, my forearms are feeling a lot stronger on exercises as well. But what I will add, guys, is I didn't take into account of the effect that it was having on the inside of my body. Like, the outside of my body was looking, it was looking great. It was looking up. I'm noticing chest's grown, fucking, not majorly. Let's just say half an inch for argument's sake. Biceps, triceps, all that, they're all feeling really, really tight. They're feeling ripped. People are starting to say, are you, especially my brother, he starts saying, mate, you're growing. I've noticed. I don't see my brother all the time, so which is a good thing, because when he sees me, he notices if I've grown in the chest area, in the shoulder area, and he always, he'll always say, listen, mate, you fucking, you're growing here, you're growing there. When you're looking in the mirror all the time, you don't notice stuff like that yourself. But what I do notice is, what I didn't take into account is the effect it was having on the inside of my body. So I contacted someone, after about 3 or 4 weeks of taking steroids, I contacted someone who's been a steroid user for years, and I mean literally 10 years, 15 years, and I told him what steroids I was taking. He was like, listen, that stuff is too potent for yourself. This is your first steroid use, it's too potent. So I'm ignoring him, and I'm going to finish off what I've got, and then I'm going to stop altogether. I've got about 4 weeks left of steroids left, and I'm going to stop. But what he did tell me is there's also stuff that I need to be taking to stop side effects. Now, when you're injecting steroids, there's going to be side effects. One of them is hair loss. Second one is it can stop your dick from working. It can stop you getting hard-ons. Which is not a fucking good thing for a bloke, especially if you're only a young, you're only a young lad, middle age. Even if you're pushing the older age group, not being able to get an erection is never ever good for a male. It can feel demoralising. Not that I know, because that hasn't happened to me. But I can imagine it can feel demoralising. It's gonna fuck with you mentally, and it's just not good at all. There's another thing called gyno, and that's bitch tits. You will start to grow bitch tits, and what people don't realise is these side effects. You can take on water. Certain parts of your body are going to hold a lot more fluid than others, and you're going to look like it's not muscle, it's fluid. Obviously, the steroid, that's through taking steroids. There's a lot of things that you can eat, that you can inject, or you can take in through the mouth, tablets, etc., that will counter these. Acne is another one as well. People get a lot of really bad acne on the shoulders, on the face, on the arse cheeks, on the shoulder, on the back, all over your chest, and it's these sort of side effects that are not really worth the hassle. What I noticed is I get out of breath really easy. It's never happened to me before, so obviously it is the steroids. When I'm lifting, I get out of breath quite easy. Sometimes I literally, I struggle to get my breath back, which is not good. I will admit, but that's the only side effect that I've started to see. So that's something I can sort of deal with, and like I say, I've got like 3 or 4, maybe 5 weeks left on the steroids that I'm taking, and then I'm knocking it on the head altogether. And the reason I'm knocking it on the head is, guys, I'm planning, we're saving for a wedding, which is going to be next year in the summer. Now, for me to take steroids the safest way possible, it's going to cost me about £500-600 a month, and that is Great British pounds. And people are thinking, no, it's not. Them 2 steroids there, £45 each. Right, so there's what, 90 quid. And that I need, there's only 5 weeks worth there, I think 6 weeks worth, I can't quite remember. But as soon as that runs out, I need to go and spend another 90 quid straight away. And while I'm taking these steroids, I need to be taking 5 or 6 other tablets / injections that are going to stop me from retaining water, getting acne, stop me from suffering from bitch tits, you know. And it's all in all, for me to take steroids safely, it's going to cost me about, we'll just say £600 for argument's sake. Now, the wedding is going to cost, you know, it's costing a lot of money. So I can't justify spending £600 a month when I'm planning for one of the biggest days of my life. I can't justify doing that. I can't do it. You know, there's a lot of people out there that just automatically take steroids and they don't go the right way about it. They don't look after the body. They don't take the other multivitamins or the HGH that's going to counter side effects, and you know, it can cause infertility. It can just generally fuck you up. And once these side effects have kicked in, some of them are that severe that, you know, that these are going to be with you for life. So I didn't really think about all this when I started taking steroids, and from 4 weeks ago up until today, I get short of breath, and that's the only side effect that I've noticed. No, it's not. Profusely sweating, restless at night, and these are all things that can be, you know, you can deal with in order to gain the body that you need. You need to do it safely. And like I say, I've noticed I've gone up in weight. I'm feeling a lot stronger. I don't know if you guys can notice, but my arms are growing. Even though they don't look like it on camera, they're fucking solid. My shoulders, they feel solid. My traps, or you know, all over me feels fucking solid. And even though I get short of breath when I'm lifting, after my session's finished and during my session, I feel really, really good. You know, you see all your veins popping. You know, your fucking arms are dead tight. You're pissing with sweat. And that's, you know, you look at yourself in the mirror and you think, fucking yes, I feel great. That was a great workout. I'm starting to notice my biceps are growing, here's growing, there's growing. I'm starting to look good. But is it really worth it for £600 a month and for the side effects that could happen if not taken correctly? Personally, myself, I think if you're going to get into steroids, you need to do research. You know, you can find articles, you can buy books on eBay, and I'm not promoting steroids in any way, shape or form, guys, but I would literally say to you guys, do everything you can. If you're going to take steroids, I'm not going to tell you not to, because you're not going to listen. Who gives a fuck what I say? If you've got it into your mind that you're going to take them, listen to me, guys. Please do listen to me just on this. Do a lot of thinking. Do a lot of fucking research. Make sure you fully understand what you're doing to your body. But not only that, you need to fully understand what the steroid you're taking is, what it does to your body, how you can counter the side effects of that certain steroid. You know, make sure you're eating correctly, make sure you're working out properly, make sure, you know, you're cooling down, you're warming up, all that stuff, guys. Please do make sure you do all your research. I didn't do my research. I wasn't expecting to get out of breath. I wasn't expecting to sweat all the time. I was expecting to go up in weight, and I was expecting to notice results, and I have noticed results, and I have gone up in weight. Like I say, I wasn't expecting the 1 or 2 side effects that I've been experiencing. And like I say, I'm going to finish what I've got because I'm quite tight. I don't like to spend money. If I'm going to spend money, I want to get my money's worth out of what I've spent. So I'm going to carry on taking the rest of these steroids for the next 4 to 5 weeks, whatever it is, twice a week. And hopefully we notice a few more results. Hopefully I can keep the gains that I've made. If I lose them, I lose them. But, you know, steroids is something that I'm going to think about going back into after, you know, we've paid off our wedding, you know, after we've had, you know, which is, like I say, it's going to be one of the best days of my life. So after that's happened and we're back on track, because like I say, we're paying out a lot of money for this wedding, but after, you know, we're back on track after the wedding's done, and we're back on track, then maybe I'll think about going, you know, taking steroids. Now I know what I should be doing and what I should be taking. in the next 12 months, I'm going to be a lot more clued up on what I should be doing. You know, and I will be ready for it. But there's a lot of you guys that just think that you can take it, get massive, and that's it. It doesn't work like that, guys. It's not a miracle jab. It's not a miracle pill. And a lot of you guys are going to suffer in the long run for it. So, like I say, I suppose the message I'm trying to get out to you guys today is do your homework, do your research. Don't just fucking be so naive and so stubborn that you won't listen to people's advice. You think you're doing the correct thing. A lot of you guys don't have a fucking clue what you're doing. I was in that boat. I'm still a little bit unsure about what I'm doing. But I suppose the message I'm trying to get across is the steroids, you can be drawn into taking steroids. You know, you watch a video, you see some guy saying, look at me, look at my fucking arms, look at my chest, I've taken steroids, I'm taking blah blah blah. You go straight out to your local steroid fucking guy and you say, I want this, this and this. And you think you're going to get like him in the space of fucking 6 months. It's not going to happen, guys. But yeah, I mean, there's not really much else I can say. Do your homework on the steroids that you want to take, where you should be injecting them. Make sure you've got the right diet and you've got the right intake of protein. Take all that stuff into account. To be honest, this video's been a little bit, I don't know, I probably should have gone about it a bit better and sort of thought about what I wanted to say. But I suppose I've covered everything that's happened to me while I've been taking them. You know, you might not get the same side effects or the same desired effect as me. But to be honest, guys, if you're natural, stay natural. I wouldn't suggest taking them, but if you're going to do your research, guys, I keep repeating myself, but I want you guys to understand you need to do your research. You can't, I don't know, you can't just keep taking, you can't just take steroids willy-nilly. You can end up fucking yourself up. It can kill you. Plenty of people have died from taking steroids. You know, there's a kid that was fucking taking steroids, drinking fucking 5 energy drinks a day, died at the age of 22. Because he thought he knew what he was fucking doing. Obviously he didn't, because it fucking killed him outright. So don't make the same mistake, guys. Do your fucking homework. There is a safe way of taking steroids. Find out which is safest and take that fucking route if you're going to start taking steroids. But hopefully you enjoyed the video, guys. If so, please do give it a big thumbs up. Show your support. If you guys want to know anything about what the steroids that I'm taking, if I can help you guys in any way, shape or form, I will. Hit me up in the comment section below. You guys can get me on Twitter. It's at Spectralrex. But until my next video, guys, take it easy, take care, and for once in your life, guys, fucking take care of yourselves. Don't get into taking steroids. If you are, do it fucking safely. Don't fucking fuck yourselves up, kill yourselves doing it. Thumbs up, guys. Hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. And until my next video, guys, take it easy, take care, and I'll see you guys soon.